Hi, and welcome back to the Interesting Chords corner, where I present a particular chord with a particular voicing, show you how I derived it, and then demonstrate it in musical context. Today's chord probably is kind of ambiguous, which is one of the things I like about it. It's a 13th chord, but I would actually rather think of it as a dominant chord with an added 6th degree. I'm going to play it for a D, so it's going to be a D13 or a D7 add 6. And first of all, let me play the chord, then I'll show you how I derived it, and then I'll show it in context. So here is the chord. This is the voicing I use. I have a D for a bass in the left hand, and I can also do a double octave bass. And in the right hand, I have an F sharp, B, C, and D. So how was this derived? Well, actually, this is kind of really simple. If you just play a D dominant 7th chord, and you basically double this D up here, and you omit the 5, and you add a 6, you get this exact voicing. I'm gonna just move this bass down here. Now the nice thing about this, first of all, it has this nice cluster up here. It could work without the 7th, but I particularly find the 7th appealing put in there. And the second nice thing about this that I particularly like is that it has the 6th degree, but it doesn't really appear on the top. It appears somewhere in the middle, but it still gives it a very unique kind of sound. And to demonstrate it, I'm going to use it in a simple progression. I'm going to play just like a C major, going to an A minor, going to a D major, going to a G major in the key of C. So this is a 1, 6, 2, 5 progression. And I'm going to use kind of different voicings. If you've noticed, I've also added an electric piano. So this is going to be my C. It's going to be my A minor. It's going to actually be an A minor 7. And then I'm going to use this unique voicing. And finally, for my G, for my 5th degree, I'm going to use an F major on a bass of G. Or maybe an F sus2 on the bass of G. And it will sound like this. So I kind of broke it down already. It just added some rhythm and some dynamics to it. And if I'll just play it slowly, one chord at a time. If you look at, I start with this C major or C sus2 chord, and then move to the A minor chord or A minor 7, and then this D7 add 6 or D13 adds a really nice sound. It's very different from just playing a dominant chord. If I just played a D7, it would sound like this. In contrast, with this new 7 add 6, it sounds like this. So I personally find this particular voicing in this particular instance to have a really, really pleasing effect. Kind of like has a very Billy Joel kind of sound. And I'll challenge you to go and find songs of his that use this particular kind of trick or voicing. That's it. I hope you've learned something interesting, and I'll see you next time.